I have a good story. I have my real story on how I started investing and what were my problems, and also the reasons why we have PCT, and what I thought were problems in the market and also in crypto space in general that our approach could help. So I spent like a lot of money and also a lot of time. Like I was having like 4 or 5 subscriptions, let's say, to the best platforms, like having all kinds of indicators, all kinds of alerts, and communities. Like I had everything. Like I was paying a lot of money for these, and like all kinds of risk metrics, all kinds of trading strategies, and I was trying everything basically. I tried also these platforms where they do fundamental reviews, and like I tried everything and nothing was working, because I think there were a couple of things missing there. For example, some approaches are good in some scenarios. Also, like a PCT approach, of course, it doesn't always work. But when it doesn't work, you have risk management, and that's why we put a lot of effort on teaching that and trying to give a lot of importance on risk management, because there's not any strategy that works all the time. So, and when it doesn't work, you need to know how to manage risk. And I was going through all of these platforms, like well-known names in crypto space, and like maybe few of them just mentioned stop losses, but they were looking only at the upside potential, and that's how people tend to think in crypto space. And like buy and hold, DCA based on risk metrics, all kinds of stuff, and they can work, yeah. But when they don't work, you can create a huge hole on your portfolio. Like, because for example, I was in bear market and I was DCAing like Cardano for a few months and so on, like based on risk metrics and so on. But then it didn't do anything, and it did something just recently. And compared to SUI, for example, or some other coins, it didn't do anything. So maybe these kind of approaches, they work with Bitcoin, because we know that without Bitcoin leading as a leader, there's no bull market. So also buy and hold approach works for Bitcoin, for example, but you don't need to be in these coins, even Bitcoin, for example, when you have stage 4 decline, because it will give a lot of, like, it will go 50 or 60% down. So it really helps just by understanding these stage analysis and where we are with a specific coin, and you can get out just like on stage 4, and you can protect your profits or your account. Join Finance, I entered there, and I was up like 20x, and then I round tripped all the gains, and I saw at that time that Jeff posted a chart, and he said that I'm getting out of the market right before it collapsed. So, and I saw that he has a really good strategy, and maybe I should approach him and learn from him. So that's what I did, and I saw that, because I checked, I was already subscribed in like all the best platforms that there are in crypto space, and nobody was saying that we should get out, or that market is overheated, or such things. And it really, I saw what strategy has worked at that time. And the difference is that you can get lucky once or twice or more, but then if you don't understand that you are getting lucky, it means that you can get back these profits that you made. So just by being aware that if you are investing and being lucky, and you need to fix this, because being lucky is not repeatable. But this strategy, for example, that I've seen Jeff applying it many times over and over again in many charts, and I'm doing it also now, and it has been used for decades in stock market, and it's battle tested. So and the best thing is that you don't need to predict the market, or you don't need to know where the market is going to get out of the market or to enter the market. Because you see that, for example, in September we entered SUI when like everybody was saying that Bitcoin is going down, and even more like bear market and all this kind of stuff. But we saw that SUI is trying to break out. There is huge volume coming. So basically, we were watching charts at that time with Jeff and the other coaches, like going through many charts. Like many people were saying all kinds of stuff, like in X, Twitter, and all kinds of stuff, like different opinions. But we were just watching charts, and that's what I like about this method. And just recently, for example, we like everybody was saying, okay, we are going higher. This year is the best year, and all kinds of stuff. But we just saw that we had this strong uptrend, and broke through short-term moving averages here, and we just went out. And we the best is that we don't need to listen, and the more we listen from outside opinions or to our opinion, the more mistakes we can make. So basically here we were watching SUI, we were watching Aerodrome. I think also Tao was there, like some leaders that actually only SUI had that big move here, like close to 400%. So we watched here like big selling volume, and then it was going through 10-week moving average and above and below and so on. But then here we had entered because we saw that just wants to go through long-term moving average, which is 40-week SMA, and we had this pivot point here, because we see that we can see that the downtrend here was just broken, and also this horizontal resistance here, and we had this pivot point here. We just entered. So actually, people say that we cannot time the market, or like all kinds of stuff we can hear in crypto space. But actually, we just did, and we entered here and held through. We had some. We needed to get out, for example, in some places, but we had also other pivot points to enter again, and so on. So it was really good trade, and that didn't require a lot of maintenance. It was more like a position trade. So I think what we're missing from these platforms. But of course, here, for example, we entered, we had a position size, I think maybe 25%, took a bit more risk personally, took a bit more risk here. But it was worth it at that time. And for example, there were also some other coins breaking to uptrend from stage one here, creating the base. And here, for example, there are people like buying here and here, and but the thing is that it can go like this and then go down again. So you don't have any confirmation here. And here we had also the triple confirmation, high volume coming up, and then it just went through. And 10-week moving average was just broken here. Like for position traders, for example, they tend to hold longer and they can just keep holding it until it breaks here. Yeah, or this strong uptrend trend line. So, for example, and this was just all the work that I did with Jeff, learning from him. He spent a lot of time with me, and we are doing the same with the community now. They are learning together. I think we are having a great community. Like, so yeah, this is also on YouTube where we have a video on that. So basically, the way how I saw it and the way how we timed it perfectly was really like something which I didn't see in all the other communities or other platforms that I was paying. Like I was spending a lot of money, and there was no risk management and all this stuff, like because it's really completely different view. Like you change completely the perspective how you see things in investing after you learn this system, because this system is something that has been battle tested for decades and applied. And for example, people from few thousands, they made millions. So and for example, using different risk metrics or there are some platforms which they look also like it's going to make 10x or something, and like or set price target. So we don't set really price targets. We have like based on market caps we can know like how fast it can move or so, but like we just see what the feedback of the market, and that is important. So from all these platforms, I was reading, watching fundamentals, and for example, I was reading for AOZ, for example, but I was reading after it went 20x or even more. So like somebody posted a review, fundamental review. So way late on the stage 2 uptrend and so on. So and also another thing which is which differentiates PCT through other platforms is that we teach you also our thinking process. And this is what is missing in many platforms, and also a platform with high popularity. They don't teach you how they think or how they are coming up with some prediction, or for example, some coin is going to go here, or maybe you can look at support levels and so on, but really I don't buy that, for example, and or Bitcoin is going to do this, and so because you are not you are just predicting, and you create an answer on that prediction, and for example, we know that if many people were saying that some coin is going to X amount, and then if you DCA or you do buy and hold, then you are going to think about that price always. And you see, for example, that because we were also reading news, and one act like institutional support, like institution likely was buying SUI, and we had also one act institution all bullish news for SUI, like it's going to $16. Like people were saying it's going to $20. Maybe it can go, yeah. But we see what happened here. So we are getting directly feedback from the market. So we are not trying to fight the market, and that's really important, and that's really what I saw was missing from all these platforms, and that's what I saw JB Growth was doing. So he mentored me, and it's really life changing for me. And I said that maybe we need to create this because we can help people, because many people, investors or traders, they say, okay, I have like a portfolio, maybe small portfolio, like a few thousands or a few hundreds, and okay, I need to risk it big to make it. But that's I think that's the wrong approach, because you don't need to do that, because you can do compounding. Like you just hold through this move, and or you get out here. Even, for example, I bought SUI a bit higher here, even though I sold on here below, because I want to have the confirmation that we want to go higher before entering again. And that's completely a shift from what I was doing and what I was learning from these platforms, because everybody tries to buy here. Like you have no confirmation that where this is going, and we want to have as much confirmation as possible, but also to have like the good price. We don't want to have the cheapest price. So for example, with Bitcoin, we can do maybe some buys in stage one, because we know at some point Bitcoin is going to go up, and we have confirmation, because we know that it's Bitcoin. It's a different leader, let's say. But altcoins just can go to zero, and yeah, it's completely different game. So I think, for example, also Warren Buffett says that rule number one is to not lose money, and this is where no matter how much money you have or how big is your portfolio, you can protect that money and apply good risk management and compound it. Like, of course, maybe you can get lucky, like doing something and making huge move with some nano caps and so on. And we were also playing nano caps, like from virtuals, for example. But we were playing because we had huge profits from these SUI and other trades that we did, and we are playing with our profits then, like small amounts, wider stop losses, managing position, doing progressive exposure, getting out of the positions that are weakening, like all of this kind of stuff. And this thing I didn't find in any platform, and that's why I said to Jeff, we need to create this, because there's nothing there like this in crypto space. I was searching all like trading platforms to get in to learn, and because if you only see somebody doing something, like I saw Jeff applying two closes below 20-day EMA, like back then, applying it in Aerodrome Finance, and at that time I was 20x in profit in Aerodrome Finance, but I just didn't trust his rules, because if you don't open the chart and you look at it a bit and you see what is happening, even if you pay like all the best traders, you won't trust their strategy. And that's why we want also to teach you how to think, like to improve your thinking process, but also to tell you what exactly we are seeing. So you know, also to do it yourself if you want. So, but of course, many eyes, many eyes looking at different charts, looking at different things, sometimes can confirm or what we are seeing, but also sometimes can help us to get out maybe at the right time, or they are seeing that something and some chart is misbehaving and so on. So it's when you have a good community, when you have many eyes, many trained eyes, then it's completely different trading experience. At least so far, my experience. Like it's not something that is common in crypto space. Like we don't give a lot of importance to the money that we have, like the capital that we have. We just look on the upside. Like this was the like common mindset of a crypto space investor, and we want to change that. So that's our goal, and we want to help people protecting their money, because I think there are better ways to do it. So because we tried it, we have applied it successfully. So we just need for these that are ready to go to the next level of trading, next level of compounding gains. These are the some objectives that really we should focus on to go to the next level, no matter what is the strategy. But if somebody is telling you that without these you are going to be successful in trading or investing, and also with this space changing, like we don't have these big altcoin seasons. Maybe we'll have, but of course you need to get the feedback from the market and be ready to change your strategy depending on what is working. So for example, we saw that in this market position trades are not many. So like SUI, for example, did that big move, but Aerodrome Finance, on the other hand, even though it was a leader moving at the same time as SUI, it didn't do much. And I'm speaking about the second leg up, second uptrend, which started in September. So we really need to think in terms of what the market is telling us, and like keep it simple, really.
Thank you, GR, for sharing your story and what you've done with JB for the crypto space. I don't think can be fully appreciated just yet, but I think in time to come, you guys have created what I think is the most valuable trading platform somebody can have.